So guys, I'm going to do a little informational video because I know a lot of people are scared of the rocker system. It's not terrifying. You have 3 rocker arms. You have a smaller one, a larger one, and another smaller one. Now the difference between the smaller ones are one has a hole right there to relieve the pressure of the oil, and it also has a pin that's hollow and has a spring inside. Make sure do not lose this spring. You need it or you're have to order a whole new rocker arm. And if it just sounded like that, the other little one, which is right here, this has a pin inside of it. It's solid, not hollow, and it sits down into there. Now this is the one that engages the vtec on the rocker arms. Oil enters, I don't know if you can see it, right there into this, and the oil pressure pushes this other pin out in this little one and locks it into this bigger one, which then pushes this pin into the other little one with the spring. Now when oil pressure drops back down out of vtec, the spring in this little one pushes this back like this and pushes this one back into its home. That's how vtec on Kseries work. Now also I'm going to be showing you how to properly assemble the rocker system onto your oil shafts here. The exhaust side is going to be a little different than the intake side, just an orientation of these. So this one right here is the exhaust side. We'll turn it this way. And this one right here is the intake side. Now on the exhaust side, the one with the spring goes down first. And make sure as you're doing this, you're assembling it with oil so it's not dry. You don't want to start the engine on a dry rocker assembly. Secondly, you put the bigger one down because it goes in the center, and that's the one that the vtec cam lobe hits. As you can see, the spring is pushing that one out. Well, that's because it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to knock it back into the other one. And that is the exhaust side. Now I'll show you guys how to do the intake side. It's done a little differently. The side that doesn't have the hole, and the solid pin goes down first. Then the bigger the rocker arms. And then the one with the spring. Now there is a certain orientation that these oil shafts need to be aligned in. Within the cam holders itself, the oil ports will have holes that go through them. You want to rotate these holes right here so you'll look straight through the top of the cam tower to the bottom of the cam tower. That way oil can flow through it and get everywhere it needs to go. Now, I didn't actually oil the cam tower because there's plenty of oil actually on the shaft already. There's really no point to over oil it because I'm also going to throw assembly lube on everything for the first startup, so nothing's starting out dry and it's well lubricated. I just did this little video just because I know a few people are scared of how the rocker system works. They're afraid they're going to break it, lose the springs with the little pins. Just be careful when you're doing it. Don't go too fast. Just pay attention to what you're doing, and it's not terribly hard at all.